So what's up? What's the deal, guys? Welcome to JA News.
It's up.
For today's show, we're talking this week's sneaker releases. We got a Ye update as it looks like there's something interesting going on behind the scenes over at Yeezy. And does Jordan have a retro problem? As we've seen several recent releases sitting online as well as in stores, but will it affect this holiday's upcoming major release? Stay tuned, guys. We got all that plus more, and it's coming right up next. All right, salute to everybody for tuning in. Make sure you guys do me a favor by dropping a thumbs up down below one time for the algorithm. Now to kick things off, we're gonna start with a little Yeezy update. Why not? So recently, Yeezy designer Steven Smith, he was spotted out in Saudi Arabia with Ye. Now, if you're unfamiliar with this legendary footwear designer, he's responsible for helping bring some of your favorite Yeezys to life. We're talking pairs like the Wave Runner 450, Foam Runners, just to name a few. So he's been a real busy dude lately, as he's recently posted an image where he's posted up in Italy with Yeezy designer alumni Ray Yarborough. Now, as you guys recall previously, these two, as well as some other Yeezy design members, were out in Italy previously. One could only assume they were cooking something up, so it's good to see that they're following up with that. Now, as far as Ye goes, we still haven't got the album, but it looks like we got an update from Ty Dolla $ign, as this recent clip surfaced online where he's giving us a little update on the collab project.
I just landed on a flight from Saudi Arabia. I've been out there recording a part of my album with my brother Ye. And that's coming real soon.
So I guess this keeps the hope alive for fans that were wishing and hoping that we still get new music. Now, as far as Ye's whereabouts, currently it looks like his current workspace is the city of Al-Ula, which, based upon these views, we're either getting two outcomes from this project. Either one, the project will get scrapped altogether, or two, we got an instant classic incoming. Let me know what you guys think down below. Now, as far as this week's sneaker releases, from Adidas, we got the Sean Wotherspoon Gazelle Indoor releasing November 15th. This pair features an interesting hemp finish. You got a semi-translucent gum bottom, and let me just say the pictures do not do the details on this sneaker justice. Now, most recent Sean Wotherspoon Adidas collaborations have been somewhat limited, so just be aware the raffle is currently live right now via the confirmed app. Now, Adidas will also be dropping a Stan Smith Bape 30th anniversary coming up November 18th, and this sneaker already released, but just as a reminder, the Crazy Infinity Silver is currently available. Unlike the first chalk colorway, this silver pair, as well as the recently released black pair, are easily available, as the kids like to call bricks, but I feel like this is one of the more underrated new sneaker silhouettes of the year, and maybe if we're even lucky enough, these joints may go on sale eventually. And for Nike, coming up November 14th, we got the Nike SB Dunk Low Tight Booth. Also on the 14th, we have the Nike Dunk Low Anthracite. Now coming up November 16th, the restock you guys have all been waiting on. Nike, they're bringing back the Pandas. Yes, sir. And then to finish off the week, on the 17th, we got the Nike Dunk Low Cheetah releasing alongside the women's Dunk Low Blue Tint. Now, as far as Jordan retros this week, we got those Off Noir 3s releasing coming up November 15th. Joints are real clean, but unfortunately, as a woman's exclusive release, will only go up to a men's size 10.5. And then coming up this Saturday, November 18th, we got the big Jordan weekend release, which is going to be the Jordan 4 Craft Olive. Now, this colorway had so much potential, but it seems like most Jordan brand fans are once again turned off by the material, and it seems like most people would rather just throw the whole craft series in the trash. So we also got those white Salehi Bembry Parsnip slides releasing on the 17th, but as far as this week's most underrated release, it's gotta go to the New Balance DTLR 9060. So the two have teamed up many times before in the past, recently dropping a glow-in-the-dark New Balance 9060, but when it comes to this colorway, while it may be a little bit loud, I feel like the colors all complement each other very well, creating a great looking sneaker. And on top of that, joints are looking real clean on feet right here, so be on the lookout for these joints dropping November 17th. Retail prices for adult pairs are starting at 180 bucks. All right, and lastly, before we get up out of here, does Jordan brand have a retro problem? As we've seen all year, several Jordan retro models have sat on shelves either in store or online, sometimes even going for under retail. And we're not just talking about the usual suspects. We're talking about pairs that were once considered to be grails, like the Jordan 1 Satin Bread, are now easily available. And don't even get me started on those Royal Reimagined ones. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that this is a bad thing, because as sneakerheads, we should all be able to easily buy the sneakers that we like. But if you're somebody in your 30s like me, when it comes to these Jordan retro releases, you've probably seen it all. I mean, they do drop a lot of filler pairs, and it is cool whenever they bring back like a classic OG that we haven't seen them drop in a while. But when it just comes to the whole Jordan retro hype, I gotta say that things are starting to die down. And on top of that, we're seeing the entire industry follow suit. A lot of companies are getting into their back catalog, dipping into their vault, also bringing back some of their retro models, kind of making Jordan models a little bit insignificant. So these sneakers will always be regarded as classics, but I feel like a lot of people have added new brands into their sneaker rotation. Some people have just moved on from Jordans altogether, while you have others who have sacrificed comfort over style. So with Jordan Brand set to release their annual big holiday sneaker release, will the Jordan 11 Gratitudes be bricks? So that's a tough question to answer, and who knows how things are going, in today's world in 2023. But when it comes to these Jordan holiday annual 11 releases, they're just something special, just something different. I remember my first Jordan 11 release had to be the Concords, which released back in 2011, 2012. Those were wild times. That's when people used to camp out for sneaker releases. I remember at my local mall, I believe people started camping out the night before, and I didn't want to have nothing to do with it. I felt like this was going to be a crazy drop. And I want to say, I believe, if I remember correctly, they may have even broken the glass in front of the mall. That's how crazy that drop went. So I'm sure you guys can share some crazy stories from people being shot or stabbed, robbed. Yes, it was that serious for that release. Now, fast forward to 2023. Oh, by the way, I remember, since I wasn't able to grab mine for retail, I did actually fold and paid $300 resale, I think, on eBay, which at the time was the most I ever paid for a single pair of sneakers. But anyways, back to 2023. This upcoming holiday release will be the Gratitude Jordan 11s, which are based off the DMP 11s, which are based off the Concords. You guys should know your history. And when it comes to this release, I mean, this is a solid pair right here. Joints are clean. People dig the colorways. It seems like the materials look a little bit elevated. I mean, they're looking good from the images so far. So will these joints be bricks come this holiday season? It's going to be tough to tell. I mean, remember we had the whole Memphis situation where many of these pairs hit the market very early, but then again, we're dealing with that holiday 11 release. So will these be bricks? I mean, probably so. I don't feel like they're gonna go too far under retail. They may even just hover right above retail. But remember how special these holiday releases are, and people will do whatever it takes to get these joints under their Christmas tree. Remember, you got everybody coming out for these. You got aunties, grandmas, uncles, stepdads. Everybody's trying to get their hands on these for the entire family. The Jordan holiday releases are just that special. So let me know what you guys think. Personally, I will be passing on these. I've moved past this Jordan Holiday 11 release. The last pair that I actually bought were the Columbia pair, which I want to say maybe those might have dropped 2014 or something. I can't remember the exact dates, but let me know the history of Jordan 11 releases, your experience. Are you guys excited for this upcoming Gratitude pair, or do you feel like these joints will be bricks and you'll be able to get them for a steal on the secondary market? Also, drop your feedback to all of the topics covered today. What is your favorite sneaker release of the week? And if you haven't done so, help me out by dropping a thumbs up. So we're gonna wrap things up right here. Salute to everybody for tuning in. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for JA News. Make sure y'all stay safe, stay blessed, and I'm out, y'all. Love.